on all our hustling, right? Okay. So, at IE, if we get $600 inside, we done struck it rich. But you can't feed all those people with those $600. You just can't do it. Not the food we serve. Just the time it takes to smother the potatoes to take up $100 in gas, right? Because they cook it slow and right? So they're blaming. Just think what these people, if you don't say nothing, people will take it and run, and they'll use it against you. Look at what they said. Imam Musa goes, he takes his, spends the believers' money. Well, one thing, if you come into the United States, and I did before, and I went to jail for it. I didn't know the jail, I was already going to jail, but that's just another charge. If you have over $10,000, you got to declare it. You can bring anything, you can bring any amount you want in, but you just got to say, I have $70,000. I have over $10,000. And then with me, they're going to ask you, well, let's see it, da, 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 da. When I come back, overseas, the customs can verify that every dime we got, almost big money, it came from overseas. But also, money overseas has two dimensions. When we leave here, it's according to where we're going, we take money from here overseas. Especially if we're going to Africa and places like that. Why? Because we hustle over there from the people who's got the money. But we run across one of our friends in the area where the Zulus live. There's a martial arts studio. And he has 53 orphans. Like if this is martial arts. You know, they lost a lot of people over there during the struggle. So he had 53 kids doing the martial arts thing where he make his money. They're almost under the table in the back, hidden almost. As soon as they leave, that's where they live, in the martial arts studio. He has 53 orphans. And so I told the brothers, the rich brothers, y'all, that's talking about a project. That's a super project. So if I have $2,000, $3,000 with me, I'm gonna give it to him. And I do that all the time. Cause see, you know, like you want to be we are a good representative of niggas. No. See, everybody will mistake, if we going on the immigrant platform over there, they think we dancing to the immigrant tune. That's what everybody else is doing. So that ain't so with us, and we let everybody know. So when we go throughout Africa, yeah, these brothers brought us here, but I'm gonna spend talking about this is August 2013. This is 250 black girls. Okay, this is a heart toucher here. This is a heart moment. As soon as I got back, I showed this picture to Sakina and Fatima. I said, do you guys want to adopt for your project? Adopt a school of this, you know, these girls. They said, yep, because they were their same age, Sakina's age. So, this is in August. Now I got to get back by Christmas time. These girls look like Muslims. They're not Muslims. This is an Islamic school. None of these girls are Muslims. But here I am, a black person, I look at them, you can look at their little shoes and stuff. So my project right away, how much does self-image help a young teenage black girl that could get a nice outfit, nice shoes, and stuff like that? So I tell the guy that's with me, I said, yeah, I'm going. So here's what I'm going to do. I say, I'm going to go over to the States, and I'm going to get about whatever it costs, that I want to spend $100 Christmas time on each one of those, and I'll bring Sakina and them with us, and they can take 10 or 50, we'll make it a 3 or 4 day session. We take 9 or 10 of them at a time, and they can go shopping. And they got $100, 100 American dollars. We're gonna change it over to their money. They're gonna be rich. This is just something you wanna do. I tell the Indian guy, oh, just, you wanna do that? I say, yeah, I'm gonna do that. That ain't no problem. They didn't want me to do it. When I got back here, this is when this stuff started with Mukhtar and them. Because remember, when I was leaving South Africa, that's when they gave me so much trouble to let me know it may be hard for you to get back here. They had never did that before. Why would it happen? Because they don't want nobody black to help nobody black. They just don't. That's why our Negroes are sad. Remember, they're sad. Do they help Negroes? No. Do they make you feel proud to be black and to be a Muslim? No. Okay, so that's along with Jamil, along with, remember, we're always talking about, well, Imam so-and-so's wife had to go back to Tanzania. That's what we do with money. You can't tell all the stuff I got. I bought these outfits 10 or 15 years ago. Not this one right here, but the other ones I got, I brought not 10 or 15 years ago. That's 98. That's 20 years ago. And these things right here, these are 20, these is 50. They 90, what was it, 96, all of that stuff, 95, 96, 97. We ain't, you know what I mean? Listen, it's okay. So, when we go to South Africa or anywhere else where it's our people, we help our people. I get money from the big rich people. When they realized what I was doing, they cut way back on that help. They helped, you know, the street player prayer and all of that. You can see how the people was feeling it. They try to paint a picture of Imam Musa is non-effective, because remember, they don't invite me nowhere. Nobody knows who Imam Musa is. Abdul Malik and all them people is, right? But I'm going all over Africa, South Africa, and it's a tour. And they got graphs and scales, how many days it was, how many engagements, how many was that thing, you know what I mean, right? I mean, this is like a research program that they did. Analysis of Imam abdul-alim Musa's South African tour. And they got all this stuff. I said, what the heck was y'all? I said, you was doing all the, yeah, I take notes, I did everything. He probably had to present it to the rich guys that, the fact I know he did. But the newspaper, and the way I talked about Europeans over there in the drug trade, I can imagine they didn't want me to talk no more. This is Ahmed Didat's joint, you know, in Durban and all that. This picture. But everywhere I went, I showed the picture, but I showed the people how beautiful Islam was. You see what I mean? And I showed, this is what we did. This is, because this was a drug program. So I showed them, I know what I'm talking about. Because I was in it. But look how beautiful Islam is, da 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 da. So we had programs all over the place. Man, we got, this is feeding schemes where they got, these are drug treatments where you, Sufi places where they treat you with Sufism. And this is the Saturday program where they, all of the villages ran around, all the little Negroes, you can see who eating all the food. Not the Muslims, it's the little Negroes around there, right? What other, hey man, you couldn't do anything any better than that. You can't do anything better for the people and your people. This place, this is a blind joint here. See these little kids here, these little Negroes, this is scooters. See them on them scooters? They flying. And there's cars right there. And first I thought they could see, because they would come up close to it and zoop around and stuff. So the guy told me, he said, no, those guys are blind. I said, how the hell they know where the car is? He said, they told them. See these guys, these blind guys, you see the way they're looking down? They're looking down, you can't, they blind, you can see their eyes, they're blind. You wouldn't know it. You see this guy? He rolling, he ain't going around tap, 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 tap. And the white boy, he know half of Bukhari or something, he blind too. You know. But I'm just saying, they try to paint a picture of us as some old radical guy, always cussing out white folks and Jews, right?
That's exactly right.
That's what they try to paint. That ain't what, that we do that every now and then. And it's always in context. And mixed people, see, you have to help the people that have money. How do you help the Negroes in Africa? And you have to tell the Africans how to be helped by them without feeling like second-class citizenship. Like second-class, you know, they got all the money, da, 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 da. And you dealing with everybody, man, is just happy to hear it. But as soon as I get back, that's when they crank up in Oakland. That's 2013, next program we have in Oakland. They're going crazy, you know. So anyway, and the kids here, this is one of the highest schools in South Africa. All the immigrant kids, they're not immigrants, they're Indians. And they just can't wait to you know, listen to it. Can you come back? Can you do this? Can you do, well, we do everything. So we got all over, we got with all kind of people. We talked with every kind of person, and we didn't just spend time with the immigrant community. We spent time in the African Islamic community. We spent time in mixed communities, African and Indian. Well, I believe we did a good job. What I want everybody to know is that we always try to give a good picture of what Islam is. And where you start from is not the thing. It's where you're trying to go. It's the picture you have of the future. And we let them know. See, because they're just amazed. This is Abu Darda Islamic Center. All these are Africans, and they're just overwhelmed that somebody look like them is treated with respect. See, because the brothers that bring me, the Imam Musa, they ain't like, Imam Musa, you go over there and sit down and talk to these people. Everybody, you know what I mean? They can see it. I ain't going for it, and I'm making sure you better treat me right in front of these people. I'll stick my foot in your behind. Yes, I will. Right in front of everybody. Why you do that? Don't you worry. You'll know next time. I'm not going to explain it. If you ain't got enough sense to know, this whole auditorium, this is Cape Town, where everybody's mixed. Whole auditorium's full, and they're just, oh, you're giving them a message. I don't want to show all these pictures, but they give their picture of who we are, like they tried to do then. But we're revising that picture. No. Who we are not who you say we are. We're who we are by what we do, where we're trying to go, by our behavior. And that means that so technically this would be called historical revisionism. That means you're revising their history of you, so that they won't be able to use your history against you. That's the reason I was taking my time about going to Oakland. Everybody knows I'm not scared of, but I have to tell people because they won't know why Imam Musa don't be in Oakland much. I don't be in Oakland much because I had a job to do by leaving Oakland and not being involved with their nickel and dime stuff. Okay. So we represent everywhere. We represent here, we represent in Africa, we represent in Iran. Everywhere we go, we represent hope for everybody. Because see, when all of them were in a deep struggle, that's what we did. We offered what we had, a message of hope. We could do it. That's why some of our brothers act a little funny. Hey, it ain't everybody acting like that. Now I'm talking about Iranians. Man, the people that we struggle with appreciate it. That's why they had that doggone little birthday thing. You see the little, when I was 74, happy birthday. Said, I don't believe in birthdays, bid'ah. But I'll take a piece of that cake. Anyway, I was just joking with him. They didn't shoot, I didn't care about bid'ah. Okay, anyway. So, counter-Zionism, psychological warfare, our special inherited and acquired abilities. A lot of our abilities have been acquired and inherited. And we're proud of, you can go on and say what it is out loud so I know what it is.
Yeah, so these are 2 hard drives. One, I lost the other box of the one you gave me, but this is the box and the cord. It's got the recordings of
this got everything in it from the
ICIT, yep.
Very good.
And this one as well. This is another
Allah Akbar. We're in the big time.
And these are 2 DVDs.
So we can separate these and can't nobody
yeah, you can put that with that as well. Yeah, this is the
what does this go with?
This connects that hard drive to the computer.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's
talking about big time. And these are, thank you very much.
Last 2 weeks. All right.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. We're in the big time. Okay. It may not seem like it, but see, these right here, remember, they cut us off from all the lectures and all this stuff. For the last 10 or 15 years, CDs and DVDs, for the last 20 years, has been our access to the public. Okay, these right here are our access to the public also. Remember, they're going to put up barriers, so we have to go around and over their barriers. Okay, we've already been successful. Because the people that should see them are watching them. And the enemies are watching them. And we're in charge of this, because we know what we're saying, and we have a wonderful feeling of how people are reacting to these. So we're using that acquired knowledge of what to say to who at what time. Now, in the big time future, we're going to upgrade all of this. We're going to have people to put this on paper and in books and articles. We'll probably have 1,000 articles because we got they'll put it on paper and then they'll edit it. It'll be edited, And so this message, what we will be, inshallah, is the go-to place when you want to know about movement, Islamic movement, black movement, the historical process. Because remember what we are right now. There's nobody. Stokely them is gone, Imam Jamil them is in jail. A few brothers in exile, but they're in exile and they're not in retirement, but they're not in the mix of it. Some of our brothers that got out recently, they are not in the mix. Nor have they been out and around to help people transition. We've been in on the whole show all along, on an activist level. We call it functional ecstasy. That means you are ecstatic about what's going on, but it's functional. It's not you just, ooh, thank the Lord, this show is nice. No. That's part of it, but it's functional. So a lot of what we have is inherited abilities. It's also acquired. Okay, let me go on. I'll especially this. So now we're going back to Oakland. This is a second chance for Oakland. What do we mean second chance? The first chance during the black movement, during the big time hustlers and gangsters, that was the other stage. This is the stage of Oakland as a center in the Western world of the Islamic movement with African American overtones. Perfect place, perfect history, and remember, we might be young. All of my friends, most of them, the big guys, they're older than I was younger than them. I didn't realize it till we went out, we had one of my partners that moved back to Louisiana. He have a breakfast that he invites everybody. And so I was over at one of the partners' house and said, yeah, Big Jack having a breakfast out there in Berkeley. Everybody gonna be there. I said, you think I can crash there? He said, of course. So I said, hey man, big time big girl. I said, I got this covered. He said, no man, you can't. I said, I'm Big Hank. I got this covered. Breakfast is on. We had a good time. Believe it or not, everything I brought up, it was somebody, I was talking about what happened with George Jackson when he was killed in San Quentin. Guy was sitting right across, he got on the phone. He said, this is so-and-so. Sweet Johnny, wasn't you on the cell block when he got, yeah. And he started running. He don't even know who he's talking to. And so the man said, you gotta shut up now. The man gotta go back home. I just wanted you to mention. So anything you could imagine, right? Okay, these people, Abdul Malik, Mukhtar, them, Khadijah, them, they don't even come on the scale. Who have they ever helped? Who do they want to help? Who do they want to help, right? I mean, what I'm saying, do they want to be a good example for our people who've been beaten down? They was beaten down in Jahiliyyah. Now we got them over there talking about, this is what they said. The fat cats over there, right, last week. We transferred the white man for the immigrant, right? In other words, it wasn't no place on the backseat of the Muslim bus. these niggas built the back door and built the seats special made for niggas to sit in the back of the Muslim bus. That's what they did. They did it. They were specific.
Rosa Parks wasn't even messed up.
They built, the niggas built, didn't they? Tell the truth though. We could have managed the movement to become a dynamic, which we're gonna do inshallah. But them niggas sold out for peanuts. There's not one billionaire amongst them. They're not even millionaires. The niggas sold out for peanuts in the doggone platform and the doggone microphone. That's what they did. And then they say they got articles saying they did. We feel so bad because don't nobody like us. I started to read, I got to read the whole article. I didn't read the whole article. So the thing I want to say before going is I have rights as a human being. They don't have no right, they can't come in anywhere I am or property we own and do nothing. If they did something, they gotta go get the money back and bring it to me, right? If they did something stupid, they gotta straighten that up. They can't go around. We was doing that for psychological guerrilla warfare. Don't nobody have a right to do that. They don't have no right to do that. They didn't have a right to do it. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm clear. We're not going to hurt anybody physically. We're not going to do anything physical. If I walk in there and Mukhtar start hollering, I'm just going to look at him and I may go back to my car or I may take the thing and take pictures of it. But I'm going to start thinking on that fool. And I'm going to show him what a nigga can do when he want to do, you know what I mean? Not any harm. I'm just saying, strategic thinking. That's all, strategic thinking. The Oakland police is the same thing. They ain't had no right to arrest me and take me out there and they in our place and they know it. They ain't had a right to do none of that. But no big deal us. That's what we wanted them to do. Everybody has seen it. Everybody has seen what Oakland's done. Plus, many people have seen what they do right here. Ain't no secret. So we don't want that battle. Okay. Several suppression, but that's not important. Barricades, knock them over, do that. 90% of our surface money comes from outside. That's been our policy. 90% of our money don't come from inside. In fact, I didn't say all, but all of the gratuities and everything that we can, that comes from outside. That don't come from inside.
That don't come from the believers.
Yeah, so-called believers. Imam Musa dealing the believers' money. He never even called here and asked, do I give lectures on money? You know, when we gave our friend was having a, so we said, okay, we're actually broke. Here's what we have, $581. Haven't been that broke in 100 years. Of course, it boomed right back up. But it boomed right back up to help people. So when they interfere with our money, they're interfering with black girls that don't have no damn shoes. That's what them niggas is doing. Black girls in Africa, that they show girls like that on the news, $15 will help.
USA.
All of that. Now here we are. See, people don't want you to help. No, they don't want nobody to respect you. They don't want you to be independent. This independence is killing them people. I mean, it kills everybody. Even our best friends can't stand it. They love us, but the niggas independent. You might do it. I told her, I said, I'm going to do what's right. I'm with you. But if you ain't right, I'm going to say, hold it, take it easy. That's what I'm supposed to do. You're not going to tell me, you got to do this anyway. Like the street prayer says, well, you know, I have to do so. I said, I don't have to do that. That's what I told him, and he ran. Well, you know my relationship with certain people. I said, I have a good relationship too. But I ain't with, look, that's how movements go wrong when you don't say, holy, you're going a little too far this way, that way, right? And on the day of judgment, them niggas, Iranians, Arabs, they can't help the brother. I love all of our friends, and any movement that we push, we still feel the same way. If a few jackasses mess up, it has nothing to do with the glorious past and the glorious future. Because I talked to a foreigner a little while, a couple of hours ago. I said, didn't I tell you about Don? I said, yes, brother, he's really helpful. I said, he's more than helpful. I said, who's the nicest people in the world? I said, who was the most hated people last year? Iran. I said, who's the nicest country in the world? Everybody liked it. So you never even thought that was going to happen. Did you know it? I said, I told you it was going to happen. I didn't know Don was going to, I said, but I told you it was going to happen. I did tell him it was going to happen. And here we got Don that made Iran the peace-loving Iran. Right? The peacekeeper. The treaty agreeer. And who's bad? Mean old U.S. that don't nobody, all the big year, everybody mad at it. Right? That's God's work. That's Allah's work, man. To flip it that fast and all of it, now everybody said, wait a minute. I'm telling you, I don't know directly who I got. Don working for somebody. I don't know whether it's a Chinaman or a Russian. Somebody said, we'll give you $50 billion. You go in there and mess it up.
John just said the other day about the three presidents, the ex-presidents coming in and greet nobody. And as soon as he said all three of them popped up, he don't know what he's talking about. And the day Eric Holder,
Right.
when he's talking about that stuff about, you know, Obama wasn't there for the troops,
Right.
Eric Holder said he ought to stop telling them damn lies.
Yeah.
That's the, you know, he used to be a judge too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a former prosecutor, but he was a judge too.
Yeah.
He called the president a damn liar.
Hey, man. Dear Don, okay. So all we want to do is make another, this is gone out. We just want to thank y'all for paying attention to, we'll probably head to Oakland either tomorrow or Thursday. But I got a couple more of these, so I'm gonna go on. But I ain't gonna stay to Friday, don't you worry. I ain't lying, I swear to God, I swear to God.
Cross your heart.
Cross my heart. Of course, you know how I ain't like Don.
Look, cross your heart.
No, I believe that a few more duplicates. I'm gonna probably cruise out Thursday, but whatever. Dear believers, this is the last DVD for a little while, but we wanted for the last year or two to bring you up to speed on the Islamic movement in North America and technically the world. I don't know if you studied the world events, but all the world events is going our way. Even when they try to mess things up, it don't make no difference. Remember Amir Muminun was down there the other day, and he was from Turkey. No, he's from He's a
Afghan?
Peshmerga.
No,
No,
Kurd.
no, no.
He's Kurd.
He's a Kurd. And I was telling them, man, y'all blowing it, man. Y'all messing up and this, that, and another. And you gotta do this, that, and other. And yesterday, Iraq went on and got Kirkuk back and everything. Maybe 1 or 2 shots fired. Okay, everything is back sweet. Turkey and Iran is home folks on that issue. Although we like people to have their independence, but at a certain time, man, you can't do that stuff right now. Everything is going in the right direction. All out, yes.
And the Israelis and the Saudis are in shock mode. They paralyzed.
Thank God. They deserved it. They deserve each other. No, they deserve each other. And they deserve everything that they're getting and getting ready to get. So, dear believers, we'll probably be back in a month or 2 or whenever we get back. But stick close to your deen. Hold on to it with your hind teeth. And dream big, act big, and be big. Because this is our time. But we have to do it. This is not time for just research. This is time for action. So we want to thank all of y'all very, very much for paying attention to these. In the future, we're going to improve, inshallah. In the future, we're going to become more organized, but we're fighting, like I said the other night, PT 109. Think of us as just like torpedo patrol boats. Small vessels, mobile, agile, going up against the big boys. But remember, those PT boats could sink battleships and aircraft carriers. And in fact, during World War II, they did sink a few battleships. That means we, small as we are, with the mind we have, we're going up against the big institutions and we're going to sink them. With Don around, we won't have much to do, but we're going to, he's taking a lot of the fun out. He's taking a lot of the fight. We got ready for a fight and now he's throwing the fight. We say, hey man, we don't want you to throw the fight. Every fight we come up with, he throw it. But inshallah, there's a few Zionists in the background and the Saudis, and we're going to knock them over. And dear Iranians, don't worry. Allah got y'all covered. You have to thank Allah regularly for the position that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put you in, because just like us, we didn't put ourselves in this situation. Neither did you. Allah hooked us up. Hey man, that's all it is to it. So thank you very much. In the near future, we're going to need y'all's financial help because we need it. Of course, we're going out there to court, but when you go to court, and they call you when they get ready. So stuff may take months, weeks, years, even decades. So the last thing I want to say is what we said: go forth, whether equipped lightly or heavily, and strive and struggle in the cause of Allah with your goods and your persons. That's what we're doing. We're going forward lightly equipped against a heavily equipped system. We've been whooping them in the past. Our expectations is we're going to continue to whoop their behind. Thank you very much. Are there any questions or comments or anything? If not, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. All right. Allah. Okay.